Straw hats! All hands on deck for a cast-off ceremony!
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best live-action Netflix adaptations. We'll just be sticking to TV this time around. We're looking at universally beloved works, so divisive works like The Witcher and Avatar won't be included this time around. Watch out for minor spoilers ahead.
If you are interested in stories with happy endings, then you would be better off somewhere else.
Number 10, Wednesday. Nearly 60 years after the Addams Family was first adapted to live action, the kooky and spooky characters returned for a hit series. Season 1 of the show mainly focused on Wednesday Addams, as she tried to find a killer that hunted prey near a school for outcasts.
We need to do this. Xavier didn't get those scratches from fencing. He's hiding something.
Despite its dark premise, the show still had the black comedy and quirky characters that made the source material famous. Jenna Ortega was particularly praised for her portrayal of the gloomy series' lead.
You look
Unrecognizable. Ridiculous. A classic example of female objectification for the male gaze.
Her strong performance and an extremely viral dance scene helped the show become massively popular. Since Wednesday gets visions of the future, maybe she can predict if the Gothic series will continue to be a massive hit in the years to come.
We both know that there's a monster out there. If we're going to stop it, I think it's time we both put our differences aside and began to work together.
Number 9. All of Us Are Dead.
경고하던 거 아니야? 야. 야, 좋됐다.
Based on a South Korean webtoon, this horror series follows a group of students that are forced to deal with a zombie outbreak. While there are plenty of great scares and action sequences, the show's cast really shines. The actors make each of their characters so distinct and interesting that you really care whether they live, die, or become undead.
야 부산행이다.
뭐래 병신. 아이.
좀비 아니야 이거? 똑같잖아.
좀비가 왜 학교에 나와? 영화에 나와야지.
They all starred in a zombie drama that scared up millions of hours of viewership within just a month. After making a strong debut, All of Us Are Dead secured itself a second season on the platform. We're willing to bet that fans will continue to run, not shamble towards more installments of this zombie story.
쌤 물렸잖아요. 나가요.
Number 8, The Queen's Gambit.
For Christ's sakes, Harry, it'll be check once the pawn moves and the knight trades. Can't you see that?
No, I can't. I can't find it that fast.
Well, wish you could.
How did a massive streaming service get general audiences interested in chess? First, Netflix made the bold move of adapting the Queen's Gambit novel. Secondly, the streamer got the talented Anya Taylor-Joy to play an excellent chess player who struggled with personal demons. Netflix also gave the series a limited run that lets the story take its time to build up to a climactic final match without overstaying its welcome.
Dick Evans from Time. Do you have a minute?
It depends. Will you put me on the cover?
Are you going to beat him?
I haven't made any mistakes so far.
Neither is he.
The combination of an engrossing lead, unique subject matter, and perfect length led to a series of massive wins for the platform. Not only did Anya Taylor-Joy earn a Golden Globe, but Netflix won an Emmy for the series. Years later, Queen's Gambit still stands as one of the streamer's most beloved miniseries.
So far, Elizabeth Harmon's proving to be the biggest attraction since the Youth Festival in 1957. Some in Moscow are even calling her an ambassador of sorts.
Number 7, Sweet Tooth.
There are no kids like me. I'm the only one left.
That's what he told you.
Within the world of Sweet Tooth, human babies with animal characteristics were born around the same time a virus devastated this world. This led many people to believe that the kids may be the source of the Earth's problems. After everything falls apart, a 10-year-old hybrid named Gus sets on a journey to see if he has any family left in this embattled world.
How long are you gonna follow me?
Till we get there, I guess.
Get where?
Colorado. That's where she is.
Who?
My mom.
The story takes cues from the more mature comics, while also adding lighter scenes. It also became more poignant in the wake of the real-life 2020 pandemic. Throughout its run, Sweet Tooth received warm reviews and several awards. Its high quality and resonance with modern times made it into a big treat for fans of the fantasy genre.
Sorry I called you weird. It's okay. Sorry about all the dead people.
Number 6. The Sandman.
The dreams and nightmares no longer seem to recognize their master. I will remind them and take from them what I require.
After decades of failed attempts to bring this fantasy to life, fans got the adaptation of their dreams. The Sandman shows a world thrown out of balance because the ruler of the sleeping realm was imprisoned for a century.
Then you have any idea what it was like? Confined in a cage for over a century. Do you understand the damage you've done to your world?
Upon escaping from his jail, Morpheus journeys to reclaim what he's lost and to stop a terrible nightmare. Thanks to excellent production design, viewers get scenes that look like they were ripped right out of the comics. The Sandman also has an incredible ensemble cast that embodies and elevates beloved characters from the original comics. When the show debuted, it quickly climbed the ranks and enjoyed a 3-week reign on the top of the most watched list. This Sandman adaptation was definitely worth the wait.
I give you this, the gift of eternal sleep.
Number 5. Bridgerton.
For today is the day London's marriage-minded misses are presented to Her Majesty the Queen.
The romance genre got a big boost with the release of this steamy drama. Set in the 1800s, the series follows members of the Bridgerton family trying to find love while dealing with societal norms. Audiences were drawn in by the chemistry between the leads, period setting, and strong performances.
If this is to work, you must appear madly in love.
It is an absurd plan.
I find it quite brilliant.
After taking the world by storm in season 1, the show soared to the top of the Netflix charts when it returned in 2022. Bridgerton also picked up a number of Emmy nominations and managed to spawn a highly successful spin-off as well. At this rate, it doesn't seem like anything can stop this romantic dynasty from continuing to rule the platform.
What is it, Your Majesty?
Edwina Sharma, my diamond. It seems she will need to do more for me this season than simply sparkle.
Number 4. Alice in Borderland.
Game.
生きるか死ぬか。難易度クラブの3。
クラブの 3? どういう意味だよ。
A typical day for a trio of friends in Tokyo got turned upside down when they walked out into the city and appeared to be the only ones left. To make matters stranger, they're then forced to play high-stakes games in order to stay alive. The tense and mysterious atmosphere of the show perfectly reflects the feel of the original manga series. Meanwhile, the actors deliver outstanding performances that keep us invested in the outcome of each game.
死ぬと来たら次は生きる。だな、連続で死ぬはねえだろ。なんか死ぬは選びにくいな。
なるほどね。きっとこれは制限時間内に犠牲者を選ぶゲームよ。
犠牲者？
生きるも死ぬも多分意味はない。重要なのは誰が開けるか。
Both viewers and critics showered the thriller with praise. Thanks to a strong debut, Alice in Borderland was renewed for a second season just a few weeks after it arrived on Netflix. Who knew that bringing this series into live action would be such a sure bet? Number 3. A series of unfortunate events.
My name is Lemony Snicket. It is my solemn duty to bring to light the sorry history of the Baudelaire children as it happened so many years ago.
While the thought of turning an iconic children's series into a show sounds daunting, the creative team for a series of unfortunate events made it look easy. The show nimbly adapted 13 novels in just 3 seasons. It covered an impressive amount of material without compromising any character development. Throughout the series, the orphaned trio of Sunny, Klaus, and Violet each get to grow and accept their ever-changing lives.
Our parents wanted us to be safe.
We don't know what they wanted. Not anymore. We don't know why they were in Poultryville. We don't know why there were so many things they never told us. But we do know how we remembered them.
At the same time, Neil Patrick Harris constantly entertained as the devious Count Olaf. They're all tied together in a narrative with an offbeat tone that feels wonderfully fresh. During its run, the series got tons of rave reviews from fans and critics. It's safe to say that fortune smiled upon this adaptation.
It's the end of the season, semester, so you're gonna have to work very hard to catch up. It won't be easy, but I promise you it will build character.
Number 2. The Umbrella Academy.
There are some among us gifted with abilities far beyond the ordinary. I have adopted 6 such children.
Upon hearing that their guardian pseudo-father figure died, a family of extremely dysfunctional superheroes reunited after years apart. Shortly after coming together, the students of the Umbrella Academy learn that they must use their abilities to prevent the end of the world.
Ironically, the 6 survivors of the apocalypse were the very siblings who brought it on.
The show wonderfully balanced big stakes with smaller scenes of family drama. Although the heroes make lots of mistakes, all the Umbrella Academy students are incredibly lovable and endearing. The stellar character arcs ensured that each of the powerful heroes felt human throughout the show's run. Umbrella Academy managed to receive consistent critical acclaim even after it went further than its source material had. And judging by its extraordinarily high viewership numbers, audiences everywhere kept wanting to enroll in this superhero school.
He really came back.
You miss me already? That's too bad.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. One Piece.
I'm Monkey D. Luffy.
Never heard of you.
Well, remember the name, because I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
Fans were incredibly skeptical that the large and legendary story about a ragtag group of pirates could be properly adapted into live action. Fortunately, all doubts were erased once this show set sail. Throughout Season 1, the writers of One Piece expertly condensed sprawling plot lines into smaller adventures. The shorter stories managed to preserve the impact and emotion of its source material.
Nami isn't some tool to be used. She's a person with wants and dreams of her own, and you took those away from her.
They're also full of great action scenes that were brought to life with a great combination of special effects and practical stunts. And last but not least, Inaki Godoy won everyone over with his positively perfect portrayal of Monkey D. Luffy. He and his fantastic cast members led a strong adaptation that definitely did One Piece justice.
Grand Line. Nothing's gonna stand in our way!
What's your favorite live-action Netflix show? Shout it out in the comments below.
Yeah, we're a crew.
Nope, not a crew.
Together.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.